After voting Trump for the second time, Hollywood is just running on the dystopian future premise. So, as a Nigerian, I get it. Our president is also a geriatric airhead with a criminal record that probably rigged his way into power. Welcome to my channel. My name is Joseph and I'm a film fanatic. Bong Joon-ho, I hope I pronounced that correctly, master in the art of suspense and intense satires on elitism and classism, has put together another thought-provoking piece of work that feels like an assignment to unpack. Mickey 17. There will be spoilers, but I'll try my best to keep it minimal. Mickey 17 is a 2025 sci-fi adapted from a 2022 sci-fi novel, Mickey 7, by Edward Ashton, following a human expedition to infest and arrogantly dominate the ice world of Niflheim. We meet Mickey, a disposable employee that didn't read the terms and conditions. Mickey is used as an
expendable
for various scientific and safety reasons, where he is killed off horrendously and reprinted out again with most of his memory intact. So I talked about Breath of Life recently and I mentioned how they didn't use the narrator to its full potential, but this movie makes very good use of his narrator. We get his own POV of events alongside the factual and objective side that actually makes us see the mumu and carelessness in his personality. Having this type of character be the narrator and protagonist, just like in Birds of Prey, allows there to be a light-hearted side to a story that could otherwise be very, very serious, which makes it go down so much easier. If not for the jokes, a lot of the fucked up ways they killed him would have been very, very irritating. The story is very interesting and I think it's mostly because of how plausible it's looking each and every day that added a much needed layer of seriousness and the reality check that some of us needed. Acting wise, big kudos to Mark Ruffalo, Toni Collette and Steven Yeun. And I am probably partial to Steven Yeun. I don't know when I became a very huge fan. I think it's Beef, because I did not see The Walking Dead, unfortunately. My Batman obviously killed it, and I think it's so funny that this year everybody's doing dual roles. Even this one, it is obviously very easy to make an antagonist stand out, especially when you base him off a lot of real-life hated figures. But that did not stop Donald Ruffalo from excelling, and I think he's in the running to be my favorite antagonist of 2025. Trust me, I was on this girl's side for every single thing she was saying, but I couldn't help but laugh because this was actually very clever and degrading at the same time. Truth be told, I think it's very somehow that some people refer to this woman as a B-list actor when there is this unbelievable range of characters and genres that she has been in.
Dear Lord,
rejoice in the Lord, our one and only. Almighty, let us sing for our Father.
I would have liked to see more of Naomi Aki's character. I hope they give her more chance to shine in the sequel. As a sci-fi, which as a genre is solely dependent on the plot-driving technology that is the premise, this movie excels thanks to the narrator. All that was needed to be told about the technology and its impact and history was told in a very engaging manner that was also brief. This is what happens when writers know the difference between story and exposition. Of course, the government is not going to waste that kind of technology. I don't even believe that that's the only one. I haven't read the book, but I can bet my left finger that there's one more.
When else am I going to get this chance? And think about it. You would be so psyched if there were two of me.
Nasha is one very lucky girl and everything she said was right. That girl is actually the most sensible character in that movie with style. I was irritated with 17 for almost ruining everything until I realized that 18 is just as stupid. Somehow, some way, she cried the appropriate amount. Any more or any less would have been very eyebrow raising. Like I said, there is a lot to unpack with this movie, such as corporate exploitation of workers, because debt is now a commodity. We also see how superficial and incompetent leadership can adversely affect a society, as well as little tips of colonial arrogance. Lastly, I'd like to acknowledge how personal accountability and self-sabotage were addressed in this movie because that was my biggest takeaway. I was just waiting for her to do it. In conclusion, this movie is a tragic 7. I don't know what it is, all the parts are good, but there was no oomph. And I'm also very sad to learn that this movie lost a lot of money. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and you'll definitely see me soon.